Let me tell you something, I would never fly again. What's up everyone, my name's Corey, and if you like movies like I do, you're in the right place. As always, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. Last week we reacted to The Menu, and it was really good, but I definitely don't recommend watching it on an empty stomach like I did. As we all know, we're gonna be getting a new Final Destination movie after probably about 10 years of waiting, and I cannot wait. And so to prepare for that, we're gonna be reacting to all of the Final Destination films. And yes, I have seen all of these movies. I wanna say that the last time I watched them was about 7 years ago. I did a full marathon. And to me, this is a really fun franchise. There's so many things you can do with death and accidents and a lot of things that we find ourselves doing day to day. And I think even though it's about 25 years old, it does hold up. So without further ado, let's watch Final Destination. Grab your popcorn, sit down, and enjoy some cinema with Corey. For those of you who don't know, this originally started out as a episode for The X-Files, and then they expanded upon it and turned it into this. I actually really recommend watching the behind the scenes. They're really fun on these movies.
It's gotta be on the bag, or at least with the bag, for luck.
Where would you get a nutball idea like that?
Oh, she done sealed your fate.
Senior trip with your friends in Paris, 10 days. Live it up, Alex.
I know they're rich because those trips are not cheap. I always wondered, like, what makes them, have the premonitions? What is it about these characters? Are they tied to some, like, bloodline that has powers like this? Or is it just, like, they just got lucky and it's a one-off thing?
Hey, Krista. Hi, Blake.
They remind me of the girls from the third movie that die in the tanning booth.
Death is not the end.
If you don't get out of here...
Hurry, Rama.
And what is that haircut? Why is he such a dick to everybody? How is this allowed? These are not only, like, they're kids. And you're gonna stop the people, the brothers that are fighting, but you're just gonna let these two get freaky over here. Justice for her.
Alex, let's go take a shit. Do you want to go take a shit by yourself? No, dude.
You really don't need me to go take a shit with you. Like, please, go take a shit by yourself. I don't want to be next to you. I don't want to smell it. Like, no.
Dude, do you want them to associate you with that watery sting in their eye, that reflexive gag at the back of their throat?
What the fuck are you eating? I've never had a friendship like this, and I don't want to. And this is in bad taste to be playing the song of the person that died in a plane crash at the airport. Whoever is in charge of this playlist needs to be fired.
Air flight 180 to Paris through gate 46.
You better hurry up and wait.
That's a good sign. Younger the better. Be a fucked up guy to take down this plane.
Let me tell you. He don't give a fuck about anybody on this plane.
Really fucked up god.
And he is really fucked up.
Yes, switch seats with Krista.
You know, I would, but I got a bladder thing. It's a urinary tract infection.
So if it wasn't your nasty shit that was gonna turn them off, it was definitely that. You just call him the F word? I don't know why this just makes me so nervous to fly. Flying used to be so boring before we had like iPods and like all this stuff to listen to music or play games on. You just had to sit there, maybe read a book. I mean, they had in-flight movies, but... Immediately let me off. Where's the parachute? Honestly, this would be one of the worst ways to go in my opinion, because there's nothing you can do. And your chances of survival are like very slim. You're just dead. Oh, and these people got it definitely the worst, especially her. What did you think you were gonna do? Did you think you were gonna be able to hold her? She's in the seatbelt, like, oh, please. I would hate to go that way. My friend used to work at a crematorium, and he said that the plane victims, you're basically like a rotisserie chicken, like almost, and like your arms and your legs are usually gone. Hopefully it would be quick. Baby, what a way to end up on the no-fly list. And what are you getting up, coming to kick my ass for? Like, please. What is wrong with you? She's me, because if somebody's saying shit like that, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm not gonna be staying on it. And I know everybody that I would be traveling with would be so pissed at me. I'll catch you at the next one. Trip's canceled, actually. I'm not sitting on a plane after somebody says that the plane's gonna explode. And do y'all remember that lady that was all like, that motherfucker right there, he's not real? Did they stay on the plane after that? Because I would have got up and left. What is up with you? Why are you always on him like that?
I was in the bathroom and the lock, it was stuck, and
You should have hurried up with that shit. Maybe take some fiber and you wouldn't be so backed up. And he can't go to Paris because he's now on the do not fly list. And I would be so mad if I was his girlfriend, because had you just sat down, shut your fucking mouth, we would be on the airplane. But no, you always want to punch somebody. So now, and look at you, you're mad again.
whoa. We get thrown off the plane. We blow what, half a day in Paris?
That's your fault.
Fucking brat. Oh shit!
Let me tell you something, I would never fly again. If it's not accessible by a car, by a train, by a boat, I ain't going. And let me tell you something, blessed. All of you are blessed. I mean, if death wasn't gonna knock you off one by one, you would have been so blessed. And this is why. If somebody is on the airplane and they're saying this plane is gonna blow up or any type of weird shit, get your fucking ass off. Get off. I need to fucking stop cussing. Why are you mad? You're alive.
Causes.
He really didn't, because do you think he would have brought a bomb aboard and then said plane's gonna explode and like ruin that?
What, you think I'm some sort of...
He's not a witch.
They should actually make a Final Destination where one of the people is a witch. I mean, it's supernatural stuff going on, so...
Feels they might need a little medical attention.
I need all the meds you can give me.
Are there any survivors?
Well, the cause for the explosion is still undetermined.
That didn't answer my question. Are people alive, yes or no?
I'm Agent Ween. This is Agent Shrek. We're with the FBI.
It's always so funny to me. I'm pretty sure Shrek came after this, but like, that's so funny to me. Forever changed the name.
Any narcotics, any hallucinogens, Alex? Do you take any drugs?
Even if I did, that has nothing to do with what happened.
You wish that Carter Horton was on the plane?
I feel like everybody who knows him would have wished the same thing.
Why did you really get off the plane?
You'd have to be an idiot to just stay and go through that.
I sent him back on the plane.
Honestly, you did the best thing for you, girl.
So, Claire, why did you get off the plane?
Again, why would you stay? In this world, you just can't be playing games like that. If stuff like that is happening, why would you stay? Immediately, I need to get off. Honestly, you're gonna be burying him soon anyway, so... And I never understood, like, why he was always, like, so bitchy and mad at him. Aww. And I spent, like, all of my life thinking that her name was Claire. It was only a few years ago that I found out her name was Clear. Clear Rivers. Who is the writer? Who wrote this? That's so sad. Her parents do not give a fuck. Y'all could have at least drove down the driveway and dropped me off. It's raining. Oh man, I hope you didn't have your favorite clothes on there, because you'll never get them back. I'd be sick.
Seeing the plane explode.
Of all the things to get scared by. That's God's way of saying, I'm coming for you.
9 days have passed.
You are so lucky, because in all the other movies, death is very quick to start getting you guys off, and you made it 39 days?
Ecclesiastes tells us
I would be asking him for the lottery numbers.
time. We must mourn and...
Y'all are gonna follow me around like this and not even try to, like, hide it? Awful investigators. I'm honestly shocked she's still with him.
I hope you don't think, Browning, because my name ain't up on this wall, that I owe you anything.
Don't speak to me. Please don't ever speak to me again.
I control my life, not you.
What is his problem? Like, oh my god. You were too pretty to be acting like that.
Yeah, well, anyways, he goes, young man, you're gonna die at a very young age.
Why would he say that?
Is that true?
And what was the context
Not
behind
now,
it?
not
Nothing
here,
else
not
was
out,
said?
Billy.
Don't lie to me. Like, please give it to me straight.
Will she say no?
I would be so annoyed. But honestly, if I was the other guy, I would be asking questions like that.
Don't talk to me. You scared the hell out of me.
Why does he scare you, girl? Like, he saved your life. He would not scare me. I'd want to be his friend even more.
Because of you, I'm still alive.
Finally, someone with some sense.
Thank you.
Oh, not her doing shit for clout. I might not be remembering it right. In this one, you kind of feel the presence of death, and it's like kind of almost in a way covering up its tracks. It's almost like it's in the room with you, like a physical presence. But the other movies, they kind of steer more away from that. So I wonder if in the new one, they're gonna go back to this, because I actually like this. And I do like that it kind of covers up its tracks. What are you shaving? There's nothing on your face. Again, what were you doing? It's like a kid that's playing with his dad's razor. See, they need to bring that back in the movies, I feel. What are you doing all this useless manscaping for? Nothing that you're doing makes any sense. I don't even know why it gave you this little sign, because you were never going to be able to go over there and save him. I mean, I guess if you would call the dad or the mom. Ooh. And this is one of the worst ways that death has killed somebody, because this is like very slow. And like this is something that you could get out of, but not if you're panicking like this. Oh. This is why you need those little flip resistant mats in your bath. I love when death cleans up after itself. Again, your first thought was not to call?
What happened? Where's Todd?
I don't know nothing about no one named Todd.
Get out of here.
Why do I have to get out of here but you don't? And again, why are you here? Are you getting the signs too?
You caused Todd so much guilt over George staying on the plane.
How did I cause him any guilt? You know what? I wish he stayed on the plane and both your sons blew up. See, that's something that would have came out of my mouth.
Mr. Wagner.
Mr. Wagner can get bent. And who was gonna watch this dog while you were away in Paris if your parents aren't home?
Oh, we were at Todd's house last night.
I've seen enough TV to know that the FBI doesn't investigate teen suicides. They were there last night. That means one, they still don't have a clue what caused the crash.
One, that didn't answer my question.
Why were you there last night?
You know what this is?
Girl, bye. Doing everything but answering me.
It's how you make me feel.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, if somebody showed me that and they're like, oh, this makes me think of you and this is how you make me feel, I'd be like, damn, what the fuck are you trying to say?
I know, because I can still feel you. That's why.
You sound like you're trying to feel him in other ways.
You know what? I just wanted to see him again. One last time.
Then let's go see him.
Can you go down to the corner place and just see any dead body that you want? I'm assuming no, which is why they're breaking in.
Gives me a rush.
This place?
Breaking and entering.
Come on.
Be quiet. Oh my god.
Please.
You're just sitting here waiting for them?
The vascular flesh create cadaveric spasms.
My friend that worked at the crematorium, he said that when the bodies are burning, they like will sit up and contort inside there. Seeing that stuff would make me put my 2 seconds notice in right away.
If he was pulling at the wire, he wasn't trying to kill himself. It was an accident.
Or maybe he had second thoughts.
It's all part of death's sadistic design.
I need death to be super boring with me. Let me go peacefully in my sleep at 100 years old. I just don't want to go out in a gruesome way.
You have to figure out how and when it's coming back at you.
Just tell me, please.
Alex, if you think you can get away with it.
I love how he's not telling them like, oh, if you kill somebody, you can take their life, because he realized, okay, telling people that is going to make me an accessory to murder.
And you don't even want to fuck with that Mac Daddy.
You could have did this either before or after we left. And they never visit him again.
I'll see you soon.
He really will.
Events that will someday lead to our death 40 years from now, 10 years from now, tomorrow.
Gonna be tomorrow for all of you.
Coffee. Starts with a C and ends with an E. So does the word choke. So what, we're gonna choke to death?
I mean, you might. That wouldn't be the worst way to go. Oh, damn. She burned to death either way.
But what if it was our time? What if we were not meant to get off that plane? What if it still is our time?
And it was very generous, giving you an additional 40 days. And like, again, you're driving, minding your own business. Every time you see this man, you want to beat him up.
Hearing you, I do believe that Todd killed himself.
Girl, don't be a naysayer now, please. Honestly, all of you should jump him.
When are you, moving?
A couple weeks.
And now she's gotta move.
Hey, you guys are all like
Enough!
Why does she gotta move because of me? Like,
Then you can just drop fucking dead.
honestly, I would move after that too. I would be so petty enough that I would look at Carter and be like, haha.
It's clear. Again, you want to talk to her?
Don't be ghosting me now. Like, we're trying to figure this shit out. Both of you would get on my nerves if I was the other person. You naysaying and him just being like, okay, I'm just not gonna talk to you anymore.
May have leaked combustible fluids. A spark in the fuel switch beneath the coach.
But that doesn't make sense because you were literally sitting right next to Todd, so you would be going at the same time as him unless he was killed when the luggage hit him in the head, which I'm assuming that's what killed him. Because I mean, honestly, if it was like 50 pounds and it hits you that hard at the back of your head, dead. It just doesn't make any sense. If there was an explosion,
First was Todd.
you would be killed because you were sitting right next to him.
Just looking at my own front yard makes me feel nothing but fear.
I'm dead.
Laura, I'm gonna have to call you back. Right.
And you did the right thing. And honestly, moving seems like the right thing too. What are you doing? Like, if you came to warn me and talk to me, like, knock on the door, say something, and if you're here to just snoop, sit your ass somewhere in the bush. You can look at my car without putting your fingerprints all over it.
Get in the car.
Or what? I didn't break any laws. You do not have to do that, Shrek. Don't make me call it Dragon.
I believe that Miss Luton is next.
Honestly, the way that she's treating me, I wouldn't try to intervene.
Oh, right, a pattern, yeah. You noticed that too?
He is telling you, listen to him. The plane crash, you don't have anything proving it was him. He's showing up where these people are dying after the fact for Todd. He was there when What's-Her-Face got hit by the bus, and you have all these witnesses saying he had nothing to do with it.
One eternity later.
Is this the guy that died in the airplane crash again? That would have been thrown out.
Did you see it in another one of your visions? Did you catch it as some TV static?
Shut up, Shrek. If I saw that, immediately I would be out. I'll go stay at a hotel or something. Girl, please. Just being dumb and oblivious. Willfully blind. And her death is so elaborate. Offer it to be she was stabbed.
I know you didn't blow up the plane. And we were ready to move on.
Shrek wasn't ready to move on. For some reason, he's holding a grudge.
Now, can you promise me that no one else is going to die?
No. Oh my god, and you need to be quiet.
Here is out of my control, I'm sorry.
That kid gives me the creeps.
You give me the creeps. Look at the way that you're looking at him.
But sometimes you give me the creeps.
And believe him, like, please. If y'all would have believed him, maybe y'all could have worked together and did some shit. And you done made a fucking mess. You could have just put it down. Dramatic. She slammed the fuck out of that door. How much fucking vodka are you gonna drink? And you didn't even make a mixed drink, you just straight up vodka. Giving that girl 2 shots of vodka. Glug, 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 glug.
2 shots of vodka?
And you don't notice, like, it's spilling like that. And as much as it's spilling, the mug would be empty by now. I don't know if this would happen if it was turned off. Maybe I could see if it was turned on, but that's tricky. It probably would turn it on. For you to be a teacher, like, you're doing a bunch of dumb shit, like pouring the cold stuff in a hot mug, pulling this out. At least you're replaying your favorite song from the beginning. Why didn't you tell them? I think she's gonna die. Watch her house. She afforded that house on a teacher's salary? Like a high school teacher's salary? You're having terrible luck, lady.
Just stay
You
still,
don't
okay?
pull it out, idiot.
Oh God, Miss Lewis.
Idiots. Take it with you. Now you gotta hide it.
If he does contact you, I think that it would be in the best interest of your safety if you told us. Interesting work.
You're such a dick for no reason. I mean, if my name was Shrek, I would too. Like,
Car, you dick!
Carter is a dick. Maybe he just needs a dick.
So, drive the speed limit, okay?
Billy, wait a minute here. I'm getting a vision.
You're the next one, man. Hey, man, why'd you say that?
Because if you say another word, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
That's me though, when people are talking and I'm trying to listen to my music. I put this playlist on perfectly to get us through the whole ride, so shut up. Oh, okay. So like, I always wondered, or it's just, I completely forgot that he was going to the accident site.
That way, we'll meet back around the middle. All right, it'll take half the time.
Going to find somebody like on a hunch without a cell phone? No.
You think they're still up there? Flight 180, are they still in flight?
I hope not. It's been 40 days. That would honestly be like a personal hell. Like you die in a plane crash and then you spend the rest of eternity on that plane, never landing.
When I was 10, my dad went into a 7-Eleven for cigarettes. I guess that he heard someone say, "Don't turn around," so on reflex, or thinking it was a friend joking, he did, and a guy blew his head off.
If your dad knew how to follow directions, he wouldn't be dead.
She married this asshole who he didn't really want a kid, so my mom didn't either anymore.
So where are
That's the
they?
design for my father and my family? Then fuck death.
You're gonna be joining him real soon, girl.
Look, I can't go home, all right? Because after Mrs. Luton, they're gonna be looking for me.
No, we're taking you to my dad's cabin in the woods. It's only a couple miles from my house.
Cabin in the woods in a scary movie? No.
Billy told the FBI he saw you running from her house.
Thanks, Billy.
Did you know she was gonna be next? Before she was?
Yes. Honestly, I don't want Carter to be part of this at all. Like, he's been a dick the entire movie. The three of us can figure this out. Carter, let us out. And good luck.
Please. Tell me I'm gonna get to see the Jets win a Super Bowl.
That's what you're worried about?
You have a responsibility to tell me.
You think it's gonna make it easier to know, Carter? It's not. It's gonna make it fucking harder.
You know, you get off having control over me.
He doesn't have control over you. Honestly, though, tell me or I'm gonna beat you up. I just need to know if I need to be on the lookout. Do I need to go have my last meal? Do I need to go say bye to my loved ones? Tell me if I'm next.
I mean, what's the fucking point, right? Me and Terry, we'll be back together on the other side.
Baby, you ain't going nowhere near heaven.
Carter, slow down. Slow down, Carter!
Fuck you!
He would piss me off so bad.
I will go out on my own free will, right? Not with us in the fucking car.
Let us out, and then you can do whatever you want.
I could get nailed running this next red light. You all wouldn't get shit, right? It's only me.
Work that way, Carter!
I wouldn't care, honestly.
I control my life. I control my death. You have to prove this how big your balls are. Not now.
Why did you take off your seatbelt for that?
Christ! Carter, put your hand back on the wheel! Stop on the wheel, Carter! Oh, shit!
Don't be scared now. Don't be all bark and no bite.
Right now, you don't even want to know.
I'd puke all over him, honestly. And honestly, after this, I would not even be trying to get him out of the car. He would piss me the fuck off. Goodbye, I'm out.
Open the fucking door.
Move the car.
Hurry up, Billy!
God damn it! Get out of the fucking car!
No, Carter, stay. Please, do the world a favor. Honestly, I would be loving watching all of this if I was one of the other three. So what would have happened if Alex had stayed in the way and it killed him first? Would that ruin Death's plan? Take one for the team.
You're dead! And you ain't taking me with you!
Oh, I would be so scared and feel so hopeless.
You should have been next after looting. That's the plan. That's the design.
I love how he pissed his pants. We need to see more of that in scary movies.
The police are coming.
Fuck, I saved him. And because
How are
I
they
saved him,
already
it
coming?
skipped Carter, and
It
was the
literally
next person
just
to die from the
happened.
explosion.
Baby, you're losing it, okay? The police will be here.
Baby. One of the things that is like cut out, if I'm remembering correctly, is they hunched at the beach. And then one of the alternate endings was her being pregnant and giving life to a baby that would have never been here. And that's how they cheated Death's design. But like, if you're gonna cut stuff out, you gotta cut that out too. Because without the context, she's just calling him baby randomly, and then they had like this like little relationship thing going on, and it just came out of nowhere, literally, because you cut everything. I let you stay in my daddy's cabin that's dead, and now you're gonna be over here ruining it. I've got fucking tape everywhere. If death wanted you bad enough, it would just make the roof fall on you. And honestly, I don't know if I would want to live or die, because what's the point of living like this? Actually, that's a lie. Put me in a room with The Sims and some scary movies and I'll be fine. Forgot, is this cat food? It looks like cat food. May I never be this hungry. Well, that looks disgusting. Yeah, I would have to die. And chew with your mouth closed. What are you doing?
Arrested. Tetanus. Nice one.
It's not gonna be that slow. It's gonna be quick. Could you imagine though, like in one of the future movies, death does something like that, and then it's a slow burn.
Not forever, but I got this cabin rigged to beat you now.
We'll see about that. Honestly, if you're gonna be watching me, like, come inside, let's watch a movie. Like, if you're all here with me, maybe I won't die. That's honestly what I would do. I would surround myself with a bunch of people that aren't on death's list, and it's gonna have to find some crazy way to kill me because I'm always surrounded by people.
She was there a minute ago.
Do you think she was just gonna stay at the window and watch you all night?
It's too dangerous for him out there alone. I go with you.
You can't. Please
What was the
tell us
point
where
of
he
this,
is.
girl? Like, you sold
When
me
you come,
out.
I give you my word that we will bring him in safely in protective custody.
They really won't. I watched the way that Shrek was putting him in the car earlier. He's gonna be manhandled. But we have all of this witness testimony, like, it's not Alex. And I would be so petty, like, if I was trying to come to you and tell you that this was going on and you were not believing me, I would just let it be. I'd be like, okay, well, good luck.
I never moved. Clear seat was in front of mine.
Which again makes no sense, because in Death's plan, you did move and you were in front of her and you were next to Todd when the explosion would have happened that killed him, that she thought killed him. So it's not making any sense. Or maybe I'm just not getting it. Let me know, like, am I not getting it? But none of that makes any sense to me, and never did. Because if things had happened the way that they were gonna happen, you would have been in front of her. So what are you talking about? You never moved. Shoot him. If you were a different color, they would have shot you. Wow, she really loves Paris. Yeah, girl, you better go get your dog. And he would be pissing me off, because what the fuck are you barking at that for? Yeah, it's your time, girl. But that's very elaborate with this one, so you're lucky. And honestly, those are the things that I like to see. Like, I want in the next movie, I want all of the deaths to be elaborate and like this big mousetrap type of build-up. Like, I don't want a lot of them to be very quick. I feel like in the 5th movie, if I recall, like a lot of them just were very quick. You should have let yourself die, and then... But at this point, he doesn't know if she's alive or dead, so I mean, I guess. This is why you don't do above ground pools. You better hurry, girl, that could break. He went to the Prometheus school of running away from things. Why doesn't anybody ever, like, go to the side?
From the direction, there's only one place is heading.
Obviously. It took you that long to put it together. You suck at your jobs. And again, where is your mom? Did they just leave you this house and then just like went somewhere else? So honestly, I would love to live in a house rent-free. Just keep going, or you get out now. Well, you done wasted your time. Get out, get out! Don't you want to live? Why would you still be trying to stay in this car?
The car's gonna explode!
The plane's gonna explode, the car is gonna explode. The way that you die is in an explosion. You were just destined to die. Every time Death had a plan for her, it was an explosion. It was the plane, it was the car, and it's in the hospital. I just put that together.
I'll always be with you.
And I don't know which one is worse. Like, but either way, it's a closed casket for you.
Alex, get away from there!
And let my baby mama in the alternate cut die? No. Why would you run to her first and not the one that got blown up almost? This look like Michael Myers' hands after the fire.
Alex.
You better start giving me mouth to mouth. I'm sorry, but even if you thought that you lived... Well, number one, he is on a do not fly list. Or did those not exist back then? Because I'm pretty sure if you're talking about the plane's gonna explode, I know this was pre 9/11, but like... And again, I'm all about living life to the fullest, but had I lived through this, or had I almost been in a plane crash, you would never see me on a plane again.
I just can't believe we got on a plane again.
Yeah, I can't either.
To Todd.
To all of our friends that can't be here.
Friends? Y'all would never friend.
Sometimes it just feels like the two of you are the only ones who can really understand.
We would not be friends. You would have to do a complete 180 and be a whole new person.
We beat it. You know, we won.
I think the only thing we won, Carter, is a chance.
And that never made any sense, because if you got out of the big disaster and then you got skipped again, what would make you think that death was like, oh, okay, you can walk away?
Alex, just let it go.
And would you want to keep living like that? Like constantly having to like avoid these disasters? This tells me that this is a regular thing for him after everything that has happened, because they're so fed up with it.
But I intervened and saved her, so it went to me. But in my case, no one intervened.
So you're next.
How do we know that this isn't exactly what was meant to happen?
Death is so gracious in this movie versus the other ones, because you got 40 days and then you got 6 months. So it didn't even come for you once. Like, you got a lot of time. You got almost a full year.
For all I know, it could circle back and get us all again. But I am the safest fucker in the world because you're still next.
Honestly, it'd be clear because she was the one who got skipped most recently. It would kind of be interesting to see a Final Destination movie where they keep saving each other and nobody dies until the end, and then shit starts hitting the fan and Death is like, okay, I've had enough of you bitches, and does some really elaborate stuff to start picking them off. Like, the suspense would be incredible.
Okay, Claire, just stay here. Right?
Why would you want her to stay there? Like, if you need to be saved and skipped, you guys need to stick together. She is the safest person. She would be like this with me. And her seeing this, like, this is one of the things that they kind of like gloss over and forget about in the sequels, but like, and we really don't get enough time with her to see, like, does she also have these premonitions? Because she dies in the next one.
I told you were next.
Shut up, Carter.
So who's next?
Obviously, it would be you. And that was another alternate take because he wasn't gonna die originally. So it's gonna be quite some time before I get on a plane again. I gotta say, that movie still holds up pretty well. At the time, it was pretty unique. It was kind of like a slasher in a way, with like Death picking them off one by one. It's funny because the way that Alex finds out the order that things are gonna happen, it never made sense to me, and I don't know if that is a plot hole or just something I'm not understanding correctly. Is there anybody that has watched that movie and it just made complete sense to them? Like, in the diagram, in the drawing that he did, he was always gonna be in front of Clear. There was no way he was going to be behind her, so technically he should have always been before her. And I'm assuming that Todd was killed by the luggage hitting him, because if he wasn't and that explosion killed him first, Alex was right there too, so he would have died, and Clear was right behind them, so I feel like she would have died as well. So I really don't see how any of that makes sense, but nonetheless, it was still a very good movie. I really love it, and I think it holds up pretty well, and I cannot wait to see what they do in the 6th one. And they also did a bunch of little novels and stuff, so there's more stories. I think one of them was like they were on a cruise ship. And I feel like the books go a little bit more into the lore as to why these people are having these premonitions, but that's something I kind of wish the movie would do, because in none of the movies does it touch on to why these people are having these premonitions, and they don't ever have them beforehand, at least to my knowledge. But again, like I said, it's been 7 years since I've seen these movies, so maybe they did kind of touch on it and I'm not remembering. I did revisit pretty regularly every movie except for the 4th one because I didn't like that one, so I don't know if in that one they maybe touch on it a little bit, but I'm pretty positive in the 2nd, 3rd, and 5th one they never said like, oh, these people, they kind of knew things that were going to happen before they happened. It just was a random day when they were supposed to die, and then somehow they got lucky. But yeah, let's get on to Final Destination 2. Did you like Final Destination? Is this one of your favorite franchises? And are you excited for the 6th one? Let me know, leave a comment down below. And just a reminder, leave down some movies down in the comments that you want to recommend for me to watch, and I will throw those up on a poll on my Patreon, and then you can vote for what I watch on the YouTube channel. As always, if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like. It does go a long way. And if you want to keep watching with me, you can hit that subscribe button. As I said, we're going to be watching Final Destination 2 next. And I'd love to talk with you guys about what you thought about the movie, what you think of this franchise overall. So please leave a comment and we can talk about it. Until then, I'll see you next week. Keep watching movies.